Did you know Brea is undergoing a massive transformation with over 600 new homes, a luxury mall revamp, and even Amazon moving in? Let's dive into the developments that are set to redefine this city. And if you're new here, I'm Monica, local resident and real estate agent here in North OC. I share all the latest happenings in Anaheim and surrounding cities. So if you'd like to stay updated on everything happening, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell for the next video. Let's get back into this one. First up, let's talk about the Brea Mall. Again, if you haven't already watched my Brea Mall update, watch that video. But if you didn't know, the Brea Mall is undergoing a significant transformation. It's the former Sears building and surrounding parking lot is being demolished to make way for a mixed-use development featuring 380 luxury apartments, new restaurants, retail spaces, and a resort-style fitness center, and even an outdoor gathering area and plaza. So what's great about this? Now, it adds much-needed housing and modern amenities for residents. But the con, of course, potential for increased traffic. This is already a high traffic area. And then obviously parking challenges, which we're seeing more and more of in North OC. I want to hear about what you think about this Brea Mall. Do you think that this should evolve to this lifestyle center, or should it just maintain its traditional suburban feel and stick with the traditional mall theme? I want to know. Let me know. Now let's talk about this old 3-story office building. I used to have 637,000 square feet of office space over on Valencia. B of A used to be there. But yeah, that building is about to get demolished because Amazon is replacing it with a new 181,500 square foot, 44-foot high warehouse for Amazon's parcel deliveries. This center is expected to create approximately 800 jobs and enhance delivery efficiency in the region. I'm sure if you're like me, you really enjoy when you can just order something and get it same day or next day in the morning. That's just gonna make it a lot easier for Brea and surrounding areas. Plans on this project are still being reviewed, so we'll see what actually happens and when that'll actually break ground. But why should you care about this? Number one, the pro is that it's gonna create jobs and it's gonna create improved delivery services for Amazon. Now the con, of course, you're gonna have more truck traffic. It's gonna be noisier in nearby neighborhoods. And well, is that a good thing? I mean, would you prefer the neighborhood to be quieter, or would you prefer to have faster delivery times? So curious, what would you prefer? Next, a new Raising Cane's is planned for the northwest corner of Imperial Highway and Flower Avenue. The address is 200 South State College Boulevard. It's right near the Brea Mall. And if this location sounds familiar to you, you might be old like me because this used to be Bobby McGee's. Do you remember that? Or is it just me? Oh my God. Anyway, so why should you care about this? Now, of course, this is just a pro that adding a popular dining option to the area. Now, side note, I have never actually tried Raising Cane's before, so I had to phone a friend and ask, well, what do you think about this place? And her response was, I like Chick-fil-A better. Thanks, bestie, for your opinion. But anyway, so I guess con for that, of course, is gonna be more traffic congestion, and this area is already pretty congested, especially with the new apartments coming in at the Brea Mall and even more people coming to this new hub. But of course, those drive-through lines are gonna be long. Another thing is another drive-through restaurant that's, I'm sorry, unhealthy food. Just saying. I feel like people are getting further and further away from eating fried foods, foods cooked in seed oils, which I have a great option that's coming up that I'll be talking later in the video, so stay tuned. But anyway, so I feel like people are veering against that, or veering away from that. So we will see what happens. So do you think we need more drive-thrus in Brea, or should we just focus on dine-in experiences, or just get rid of new drive-thrus altogether? Let's move away from food. Let's get back to housing, because obviously we have to talk about real estate here. There is a proposed development by Lennar that they're proposing to develop 121 new multifamily homes northeast of Rose Drive and Blake Street, along with a park and some aesthetic improvements to the area. This project is still under review, and the location is really close to Whole Foods shopping center on Imperial and Valencia. This project is a part of a larger plan in the area to address housing shortages. Now, why should you care about this project? So of course, the pro is it provides additional housing options for residents. And well, on the downside, the con of this is it could strain local infrastructure and schools. So do you think that Brea has good enough infrastructure to handle more housing and handle more traffic through the area? What do you think? Let's move down Imperial Highway a little bit. You may have seen some construction going on at Gaslight Square. This is a project that involves demolishing 3 out of 5 commercial buildings that were totaling about a little over 18,000 square feet in size to make way for, get this, a 2,000 square foot drive-through restaurant, another drive-through restaurant with outdoor seating, and 6,000 square foot of commercial building that will consist of 2,400 square feet restaurant, so more food, and 3,600 square foot of retail and medical space. Now, the 2 existing medical space buildings will remain in place, and this project is currently underway. You can see the signs up and you can see the construction happening. Now, why is this a good thing? Well, it modernizes this aging area. I mean, these buildings were looking pretty dilapidated, so it'll look a lot better, of course. Now, the risk is losing local businesses and increasing more traffic. So again, we're gonna have another drive-through there, so you may have more traffic for that. And if it's something like In-N-Out Burger where the lines will go out to the street, now if it goes out to Imperial Highway, that is gonna really affect traffic there. So I don't know, do you think they should put something different? Now let's go back the other way on Imperial, on the other side of the 57. It's the old Brea Plaza. So it's that old Brea Plaza 5 cinemas has already been demolished to make way for a complete remodel of this shopping space. Now, buildings E and G will be remodeled, adding a second floor for office use. Now, there will also be a new loading area to the rear of the building, so that'll help with the businesses, and you know, you've got like that Total Wine over there. And anywho, building G would add a new 8,480 square foot second floor with a little over 1,000 square foot outdoor patio. And again, this project has already started construction, but that's not all. A 6-story residential building featuring 4 stories, consisting of 120 apartment units, a private rooftop terrace sitting atop a 2-story parking structure. Now, the project is pending building plans, but this was recently approved. So we'll see how they move forward on that project. Now, why should you care about this project? So it revitalizes a really key area with new housing and amenities. This is a shopping center that if you're traveling north on the 57, exiting Imperial, you see it immediately right there. And if you're trying to come home and you want something convenient to eat, you can go into this shopping center and you've got my favorite over there and my bestie's favorite, a Chick-fil-A, a drive-through, but there's gonna be more stuff as well that they're gonna be opening up. So I'm curious to see what's gonna come into this shopping center. Now, the negative is, well, of course, we lost a beloved local entertainment venue. And I don't know about you, but I don't remember the last time I went to that theater, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, so makes sense that it went out of business. Hopefully something bigger and better will be replacing it, so I'm excited to see what they do there. Now let's move back over to Brea Boulevard. We're gonna talk about the South Brea Townhomes by City Ventures. They will be introducing 32 new 3-story townhomes on the corner of South Brea Boulevard and 1st Street. This is replacing a former commercial building that was pretty old. Now, City Ventures is known for repurposing underutilized real estate spaces into smaller scale condo communities throughout California. I believe they are only in California. Now, the demolition of this old commercial building has already been completed and the building plans are currently being reviewed. So why should you care about this project? Well, of course, the pros, it adds eco-friendly housing options to the community. City Ventures is also known for their efficient solar power homes. Now, the con, it's a limited number of units, so it may not really significantly impact housing availability. I feel like we're seeing a lot of these smaller scale condo communities popping up really everywhere. I know we see a lot of them in Anaheim. There's not a lot of real estate left to build. So what do you think about these small communities? I mean, I guess another con would be that they don't come with amenities? Like, do you need to have a pool and jacuzzi? Do you have barbecue areas? Is that important to you? So I'm curious about that because we're seeing a lot more of these projects popping up. So switching gears from this smaller development, we'll have kind of a medium-sized development, maybe a little bit bigger for what we've seen. The Greenbrier development. Now, this is by Lennar. Lennar plans to build 179 single-family attached homes on a 9.7-acre site on Greenbrier Lane. Now, this is replacing that old Mercury office building. You've probably seen it off the 57, and that parking structure that's right there next to it. So this is really close to and right behind the Brea Plaza. So this area is going to see a ton of construction going on. Now, this project was recently approved and is just pending the building plans. So no ground has been broken yet on it. Now, why should you care about this project? Well, of course, this is going to transform an underutilized land into residential housing. Again, is a medium-sized condo community. So who knows what kind of amenities they'll have in there, but knowing Lennar, they'll have something. Now, the con, of course, is traffic and infrastructure. I mean, how is traffic going to look after this? Are the roads going to be wide enough? Can they accommodate that many more homes being put in the area? And then last but not least, we've got to talk about food because, well, we all got to eat. We've got our beloved Fullerton Eatery, Our Nest, is expanding next to Brea. And they're planning a new location deep into Brea. It's at 732 North Brea Boulevard. It's right where Brea Boulevard and Central State College turns into Central. Now, Our Nest is known for their delicious brunch and for cooking without seed oils. So as I said earlier, people are kind of veering more towards the healthier option. So I'm super excited about another location here. If you ever go to this restaurant, there is a wait. And if you come here, you have to try the French toast. I mean, it is fantastic. They call it Our French Toast. It's made with cinnamon bread and it's in their signature egg and cream mixture. And it's finished with powdered sugar and sweetened condensed milk drizzled on it. And then of course, real maple syrup. And then that other crap that other restaurants serve. So anyway, this restaurant's already under construction, so you won't have to wait too long. And they'll also be serving booze too. So they do have a liquor license pending, but I will keep you posted once we have an opening date on this one because I know I'm really excited about it. Why should you care about this restaurant? Of course, it enhances local dining options with a community favorite. People already love this place and now Brea gets to enjoy it. Now, what is the con of this restaurant? Nothing. Just go. And if you want to try it, go to the Fullerton location first and then you'll be even more excited for Brea to open. You're welcome. I bet you had no idea all these things were happening in Brea. I know I didn't until I started researching and driving around. There's so much going on and I feel like Brea is going to be one of those really, really popular hotspots and well, maybe even more popular for housing, especially with new developments coming in. So it might be a busier hustle and bustle of a city, maybe not. We will see, but I always see people moving from Anaheim to other cities nearby. Brea is probably going to be one of the top choices. That's just my guess. But you let me know what you think of these projects and which ones you're excited about or maybe even concerned about. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. And of course, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates on Brea's and, well, North Orange County's development. Stay tuned for the next one, y'all.